Hi, and thanks for tuning into our channel. I'm Paul McGowan. A few of you have asked me through the comment section what that is. And you may have seen me walking around if you know me. I've been wearing this. It's my audiophile hat. And I really enjoy this. There's a whole thing going on in my head about being proud to be an audiophile, not feeling hesitant to shine the colors of what we do and what we love. And yes, to answer your question, I'm going to go ahead and have maybe 100 of these made, and we'll put them on the website. If you want one, just let us know. And they're really nice hats. They're very cool. I've been learning about hats. They're 6 panels, which is a good thing, and they're twill cotton. This particular one, it was just a sample. It's got audiophile written on the front, and on the back we'll have a PS Audio logo. So pretty cool. We'll have it on the website. I don't know what we'll sell them for, whatever they cost. They're not cheap, but they're cool. So let's find out what we have in our mailbox today. Mark from Lee Summit, Missouri. Are 2 subwoofers better because they move twice as much air, or because they're stereo, or a little of both? 1 infinite baffle manifold with 4 15-inch drivers. Yo, it's pretty awesome. I'll bet it is. I have yet to hear more comprehensive bass, even at RMAF, but I would like to. That's a really good question, Mark. I am, and have been for years, a big fan of stereo subwoofers. And let's talk about that. Subwoofers reproduce low frequencies, and the lower the frequency, the less directional it is, right? So 20 hertz, you could put a subwoofer anywhere in the room at 20, 30, 40 hertz, and you couldn't tell its position in the room because the frequencies are so low, our ear isn't drawn to them in terms of directionality. But as the frequency gets higher, our ear can start to point and tell where that's coming from. So most subwoofers are rolled off, or start to roll off, at about 100 hertz, some even higher, 150. That's getting pretty high. My recommendation is 100 hertz. But 100 hertz that's rolling off at, say, a 2-slope filter, 2-slope being 12 dB per octave. So at 100 hertz, it's our what we call a 3 dB down point. So it's 3 decibels down from flat at 100 hertz. When you get to an octave above that, which is a doubling of frequency, 100 hertz, then you're 12 more dB down, or 6, depending on the slope that you put on there. Most of what I use are 2-slope, or 12 dB per octave. But by the time you're up to 200 hertz, you can start telling where that's coming from, and there is directionality. So a stereo set of subwoofers, yes, of course, on low frequency notes that are monaural, then you'll get twice the amount of air moved in the room, and you get rid of some of the room modes because one subwoofer's on this side, the other subwoofer's on that side. However, I like them because you can definitely hear the directionality cues with a subwoofer that is rolling off at about 100 hertz. So stereo subwoofers, in my opinion, are definitely the way to go. And of course, on our big system, the IRS-5s, there are stereo subwoofers. Now, these are beasts. You mentioned 4 15-inch woofers on an infinite baffle, and you've never heard bass like that, even at RMAF. If you go to RMAF and you have time, come by PS Audio. We're here in Boulder, and hear the Infinity IRS-5s. That's an amazing experience. We've got 2 columns that are 7.5 feet tall. They are servo-controlled woofer systems with 6 12-inch woofers on each side and a 1,500-watt amp driving them. They're truly extraordinary in terms of bass. And subwoofers and I are good friends. Those that know me understand that of all the things I am most passionate about when it comes to system setup, a subwoofer. I don't think any system is complete without either a built-in subwoofer or subwoofers added on. And I know a lot of people argue with me about that, but nonetheless, I'm not going to get off the dime on that one. Subwoofers are cool. Stereo subwoofers are even better. And that's one of the reasons why. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.